Hello everyone and welcome to the Warcraft II Alpha. As you can see, this is a pre-release alpha version for magazine preview only. Yeah, this alpha here was handed out to magazines and reviewers before Warcraft II was released, but was leaked a couple years later and made its way online, and you could download it for a couple of years, actually for like 10-15 years now. But I figured we'd check it out because it's kind of interesting to see this early version here. It's not a super early version, it looks pretty much like Warcraft 2 as we know it. But yeah, it does come with a couple of demo missions. We have an orc and a human campaign, and as usual we start with the orc campaign.
As waves crash on the rocks below your encampment, your heart cries for the seas. Having raised the weak human villages in this area, your troops hunger for more combat. While it will take valuable time to build the necessary ships, your lust for blood can no longer be filled on these shores. Before your wave riders can be constructed, a lumber mill and a shipyard must first be built. When this is done, a tanker will need to be built so that the search for oil can begin. These ships use new magics for finding the strange fluid used to power your ships. Search the sea for a place that is rich in this substance, and use the tanker to build a platform above the site. The tanker will then carry the oil back to your shipyard. The humans may send expeditions to learn what fate has befallen their now dead brethren.
Yeah, that was a little slow. So yeah, here we go. We've got a peon here, and the first thing we should probably do is increase the game speed a little bit. So you can't increase it any other way, and the scroll speed, as you can see, is really fast. So we better use the radar for this. So let's get one of you. Oh, whoa. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, get back here. So we've got a peon here. The first thing you will probably not notice, but I notice, is that there's no context sensitive commands. So we, just like in Warcraft 1, we have to use all the commands from the menu or use hotkeys. We should probably build another one of these guys here. As you can see, the Orc HQ, it looks a little bit different, whereas the house here looks pretty much the same, and like the peons here, they look the same. The animation is a little bit different. They chop this in a very awkward way. The interface here looks more primitive, and we can get our stronghold upgrade pretty much straight away. But what we want to do first is probably build another one of these farms here. Yeah, we don't have a pop indicator here, just like the oh yeah, need more gold, that's okay. Just like the non-Battle.net edition of Warcraft 2 didn't have one. So the humans are up here, but we don't need to take them out. We only need to mine that sweet oil, so which we will do. So let's get you in here. As you can see, the cursor also looks different. I think it's just the one from Warcraft, or maybe it is. It looks kind of like a pixelated DOS cursor, but yeah, doesn't really matter all that much. And we also have another resource here, and that is ore. And you remember those rocks that you can blow up with demolition teams and stuff? Yeah, those can be mined for ore in this early version, which is a little bit more Age of Empires like, but they did change that later. And now you just have oil and lumber as a resource, and food if you want to count that as a resource. Yeah, so this is kind of interesting to play. And what's also interesting is the oil harvesting. So there was a reason why that was explained so elaborately during... Oh! Yeah, there was, say, like the Pale Ones approach. I think that's what they say, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, so let's just build another peon here. Yeah, the peon icon is already the same. These ones here look slightly different. This one here looks less like a donut now, but it looks a little bit more like a sketch. But yeah, it doesn't really matter all that much. So let's build barracks, which does cost us ore. And let's get a couple more peons. We can, oh yeah, not enough gold. We can take out the humans, but to be honest, it's not recommended because we don't have that much gold in here. So if you want to raise an army to challenge the humans, it might just not be worth it. But we might build a unit or two just to harass them a little bit. So let's have you get some lumber mining going on here. And yeah, you can build me one of those guys once you actually have the resources for that. So the build menu is also a little bit different. we actually want a lumber mill, so we need more gold for that. So let's get that first with you. And I think they say something like "fuck you," but it sounds like "fuck you," but I don't think they actually say that. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the ore. It's essentially just these rocks here. So, and as you can see, the music is also a little bit different. It is essentially a MIDI soundtrack. Yeah, sorry for the interrupt. Yeah, so let's have you kill this guy here. Yeah, the pathfinding AI is way worse, especially for the AI. They always just seem to like run around like even more like headless chicken than they usually do, and they get lost very easily, especially in tight corridors like this. So may as well slow them down a little bit, I suppose. You have fun doing that, so yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when they turn around corners, we occasionally get them like this, so now we're back where we started, so that's kind of cute. So you can actually build me a lumber mill here. So there we go. And what's... Oh, look at this. Don't know what you're doing here, but I'm going to kill you. Yeah, you know what, let's just have you hang around here, then we should be good. Yeah, as you can see, the landscape looks pretty much exactly like it does in the final game. I think the rocks look slightly different. I think I actually like them better, but that's just me. So we may as well harvest a little bit more of this stuff here. And then we can also get you to harvest some ore. I'm not quite sure whether we actually need more ore. We probably don't, but we may as well get it. And yeah. There we go. You can actually kill this guy here if you want to. Didn't I have... Oh yeah, I think I had one guy, or wanted one guy to just get over here and build me an ore refinery. So what do you actually need for that? I do need... Wait. Oh yeah, I don't have enough ore for that, but that's okay. So let's just get more ore then. And yeah, they also have these awkward harvesting animation. It looks like they're holding their axes or whatever they have one-handed and are just walking them. It looks more like an attack animation, to be honest, but it looks quite awkward. They fixed that in the final game, which I do appreciate. What oh, so you actually killed this guy here, and yeah, they will always send their guys through this maze. Well, it's not really a maze, is it? But whatever. So let's just scroll here. Yeah, the scrolling here is generally a little bit too fast. It doesn't really work when you try to edge scroll, and keyboard scrolling, it just sends you all the way across the screen. So I kind of tend to avoid. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. So and they just sent these guys in here for no real reason. But anyway, it doesn't really matter all that much. We should have enough ore now, so we may as well build that ore refinery. Oh, okay. So, oh, can I? Oh, I need to wait. Do I need to port first? No, I do not. There we go. So we can build it here. So let's do that, and the rest of you can just gather resources. And this mission here is a little bit like the first Dune mission. We have to gather spice, and this here teaches you how to handle the oil, which is way more complicated than it is in the final game. But we'll get to that. Yeah, they were talking about magic with a K of getting oil, and that's actually true. So it is fairly complicated. So let's get. So we've got a refinery here, and let's get. Do we actually need a blacksmith, or do we need a foundry or whatever? You know what? We may as well build one, I suppose. So, wait a second. Oh yeah, we can build the shipyard, which is like a first level. But we need more ore for that, so let's get more ore, I suppose. And yeah, once we have that, we can actually build that. So yeah, I forgot that it's a first tier building now. They mix it up a little bit, the blacksmith is here, but there doesn't really seem to be any rhyme or reason. It just seems that they just have some buildings here and some buildings there. Yeah, to be honest, this version is still actually pretty good, and it still looks really good. It's a massive improvement over Warcraft 1, which came out less than 2 years before this came out. And it also profits from the higher resolution, which is always great. So I think you can actually do some more wood shopping here, because we actually need more wood than we need gold. And this gold mine is going to explode soon anyway. Only 12 more loads and then we're good. The humans here never seem to attack you. I would recommend to not engage them because they have actually pretty much the same resources that you have, so but they pump out more foot troops, so there's a good chance that you will not be able to actually take them out unless you plan well. And we don't really need to do that, we need to gather that oil, which we will. So let's do that. But first let's get more ore, which takes quite a while. It's essentially like wood chopping and it even makes the same sound. Yeah, I think I actually like this rock here better. I can kind of understand why they took it out, because it probably meant that the whole resource system was more complicated. And it probably also slowed everything down, because gathering lumber is kind of slow. Gathering ore is also slow. So it meant that you were dependent on two slow gathering resources, both of which were not confined to one spot like the gold mine, but actually all over the map. So it also meant that every map had to have a good amount of ore here, which... Oh yeah, there we go. Boom, gold mine. Detonate. Oh, actually no, it didn't explode. I think the human gold mine probably exploded, but that's okay. So if need be, we can actually raise an army. We've got enough stuff for that. Food situation is fine, I suppose. I guess I could build maybe one more farm just in case we need to raise some stuff, but we'll get to that. So let's have you build just a random farm here. And oh yeah, we should be able to afford that sweet. Oh, actually, yeah, here we go. So yeah, building seems to be faster, and we should be able to afford that port now. And then oh, look at look at this awkward animation. This just looks ridiculous. Looks like this guy's just like twitching around. Let's actually kill you, because I may as well do it. But there's a chance that you're going to run away, and then, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just stand there and die. There we go. I guess that's what you're going to do. So the building is a lot faster, which I actually appreciate. But it could also be a game speed issue. Maybe everything else just slower. But anyway, so we can build transports right away doing the foundry, and we can build a tanker. Capitalization isn't what it used to be, but that's okay. So let's just build a... Do I want a foundry? Actually, let's not build a foundry, because let's build our oil platform first, because we want to get in here. So the question is, where's an oil patch? And I can tell you how to find it. So you can use this magic here to look for a patch, and the green stuff here, that's actually an oil patch. So we're going to move down here a little bit more. Then let's use the oil radar again. Still not there, so you have to move down a little bit further here. And let's try it again. Yeah, so now we are like one tile above our good oil patch. So if you build an oil platform here, then we should be good. You can actually build an oil platform everywhere. But if it's not an oil field, then you get nothing. And I think if you are on the edges here, you get less oil, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, this guy here, he will never enter the oil rig. Instead, he just gathers oil. Yeah, that's essentially what he just does. He just kind of stands there and does that. So how much? Oh, and do I need more? Wait. Well, I need more ore for that. So, well, that's okay. I can get more ore. Let's get more ore. So, and you can not build oil rig, but you can transport oil. So are you actually getting oil? Yeah, so this guy is now gathering oil here. The oil rig looks quite different. I actually like it. So there's some, it looks more tacky, and actually looks very polished. It doesn't look like a placeholder graphic or so. This looks actually pretty good, which is kind of interesting. I have the feeling the tanker looks slightly different, but I'm not quite sure what the difference with that. Oh, there's a human warrior, so we have to be a little bit careful here. I'll actually have you guys. Yeah, it sounds like they're saying fuck you, but I'm pretty sure that they're not supposed to be saying that. So anyway, you can gather here. I don't want to provoke that guy if I don't have to, because the last thing I want is these guys just waltzing into my base and killing stuff. The trolls, they look like berserkers straight away, so they don't have to grow their teeth. They just have the teeth. So you can hang out here. Yeah, we can just hang out there. And yeah, then let's just gather that oil. Let's get another one of these here. And once... I'm not quite sure how much oil the tank can handle. Probably 100? We'll see. As you can see, this guy's already ready, so they built this really fast. So transport oil here. And let's transport that oil. Yeah, the cursor and everything, it looks very DOS-like. It's probably more or less a placeholder graphic. Let's actually have you do that here. And yeah, you can gather that oil. Can you actually gather oil simultaneously? It seems like it. Yeah, so all we have to do now is wait until they gathered all the oils. We have to have them go down here another 25 times. Oh well, but we may as well build another one of these once we have the ore for that, because obviously you need ore to build ships. I mean, no, it's not stone, it's ore, but still it looks a bit silly. Yeah, I guess we're going to do that because we probably want that. I don't actually know whether you get a resource bonus here. We could also get this upgrade here, but it's kind of expensive and we don't even have all the resources for that, so we are not going to do it. Instead, we're going to build another one of these, which of course does cost us oil, but with the third load that actually pays off, so I think it's going to pay off for these guys here. So let's just have you gather oil as well. And we could speed up the game a little bit more, I suppose. So let's maybe have you just hang around here and not provoke that human. Yeah, let's just do that. And we could actually probably just hang out here, to be honest. Do we need more lumber? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, you want to harvest, that's okay. Yep, got a nice bubbling sound there. And I think this is as fast as it gets. I think this is the fastest game speed. And to be honest, that's kind of all we have to do and want to do. And I guess we should we get a fourth one here? You know what, it's probably not worth it. Let's just wait. We are almost 1/3 there. And these guys, they gain their oil relatively quickly. It's not quite as fast as getting gold, but it's faster than getting lumber, I suppose. So just hang out here. Just hang out here, because I don't really want to run into the humans now, because I don't really have the resources to get an army ready to face them. Are you actually... Yeah, you are getting oil. So I guess you can have up to 9 of these guys here. Gather your resources, which I suppose is nice. And yeah, that's essentially it. There's more missions, but for this mission here, yeah, the rest of the map doesn't look special. The humans have another base here, which looks exactly like this. They will slowly harvest all the resources here. I don't think they built an oil platform. I'm not quite sure whether the AI is capable of building an oil platform. I guess they could, but at the same time, they probably would have to cheat to actually get their oil. Maybe they just build a platform anywhere and then they just get oil or whatever. So let's just see, we can't actually see how much oil here is, or whether... So does the oil actually run low? Because it does look like it, because there's no more... Yeah, it does look like it. So I guess we still get oil here, so I wonder whether you can actually get oil anywhere, even if there's not an oil-rich field, because that one seemed to have run out very quickly. I only got like 1,000 oil from that. Or maybe it actually drains oil from these fields here as well. I'm not 100% sure. The whole oil gathering is pretty arcane, so there's a reason why half the tutorial is dedicated to that. And yeah, again, sorry for the audio cutting out, but it's just that the text just seems to scroll too fast for the audio. And you could make the game run slower, but the thing is, the game speed, like the in-game speed control, only applies to the actual playing of the game, and you can slow down DOSBox. But then have the sound file still play the same speed. To be honest, it's just not worth it. It's only a couple of lines. So yeah, looks like we're going to... Yeah, looks like we're going to be fine here. At least it seems like there's still enough oil left. So I guess maybe there's even unlimited oil left. Kind of like the mechanics in Command & Conquer Red Alert 3, where a gold mine always gives you gold. Even when it's run out, it only gives you 1/10 of what it used to. But I think we're going to be fine here anyway, because we only need a couple more loads. And looks like we're going to get those anyway, so we should be just fine. Also like how evil these oil tankers. I mean, they're oil tankers. They're not even the transports are more. That's a destroyer? What the hell? I thought it was transport. Whatever. I guess it could be a like a Viking style. Whatever. Maybe it's just a placeholder. Or I don't really care. So everyone just go back one more time, and then we're good. There we go. And then you There we go. And then you. And here we go, 3000 oil. And we win this immediately. And for some reason I can't... What the hell's up with my mouse here? Anyway, let's just continue. Alright, so here we go. Don't get any fancy music, and the colors of the continue button look slightly weird, but anyway. So our rank is apparently a magazine editor, which I guess is a bit of an insult, I guess, or it's supposed to be. And yeah, here we get the usual statistics, but it's only enemy, like in Warcraft 1. They don't list the clans and everything, but you do get a fancy CGI image, which actually looks pretty decent for the time. So yeah, that was the first mission, the first Orc mission of the Warcraft II Alpha. Hope you enjoyed it. I think it's kind of a nice view into how Warcraft 2 used to be before it was released. Also, that codpiece, wow, look at that. Like, Henry VIII would be jealous. Anyway, see you next time. Also, does that codpiece have horns? Jesus, and a piercing. Holy hell. Anyway, see you next time.